Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back. We're getting ready to start day 15 of Docked here. So we've got a little bit done. Railway line can't be done until next time. We can increase the railway office, which would give us more orders, and then we've got 3 yards. This is our target right now. I can't do anything else, because if I go look at my processing at this point, my yards are maximized. I'd have to fill orders, but at this point I can do everything I can with the yards, and so I need more yard space. I have enough room to do that. I need one more tractor, which would get me done with that, but I'm not necessarily looking to get things done earlier because I want to have as much experience running jobs as I can. And at this point, I'm looking at what other folks who just, really probably binged this as quick as they could. There are people that have gotten to the end game, and there's comments that basically make it pretty clear there's no continuation after the milestone. So the experience is simply going to be getting through this. So it seems to be a waste to not go through and do as many jobs as we can. So with that in mind, there's not a massive rush to do that. So we're going to open up Yard J. Because we're going to need to, upgrade, oh, that's the max. That's interesting. So that's max capacity. And then again, these 2 yards are materials, as is this. So at this point, money is useful simply to get the next tractor. But now if I go to the economy, you can see now I can do 1850. So I can get there without doing any of the additional yards if I want to. But again, I don't necessarily want to. But if we take, this is only 3,000, but right. We'll take that one. And then we'll take this one as well. So that already gives us, there you go. So the stacker yard's already full, or the reach yard's already full. And I've got extra capacity, but I don't have a yard. So now if I go here, whoops, looking around too many places. So let's do the railway next. That'll be the quickest. So this gives me the most money, which I still think is not a bad target. And then, we can artificially do some things. So again, this makes the most sense because it gives me the most. We've got good profit. And then, okay, so 20,000. But I don't want to hit 850, so I've got what? 200 something. Man, but I really want... Right, so this is probably my best one. And then we'll have some left. But yeah, we're pulling this fully. We're not pulling this fully. Okay, so we want to... Whoops, well, we want to go down. Because we should need, what, 130. And then that'll give us the full amount there. Because, yeah, we can, once we have another railway line, I mean, the capacity on this is full there. Okay, now the straddle carriers then are fully utilized. And this... So what I can do is, again, get that there. And if I pull this down, it's interesting that we're not... Okay, well, because it's 1720, so we filled up the one. But yeah, so we want to be at 1840 at the highest. So this will let us do that. Interesting that we're, and I think it's because we don't have the truck. So, it's like we should be able to do something, but yet I'm somehow missing something. Because there's nothing down below. Like if I pull this down, pull this up, that gets me 1830 handled. So yeah, I think it's because I don't have the truck, but... So I guess I couldn't quite get to 1850 anyway with what I have. I have enough room, but I don't have enough capacity. So now we've got, let's see. So I've been looking at that grain order with the 100. Because again, we have 1, 2, 3, job 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So technically we can get through every job except one. Yeah, if my keys work, like, you know, this might be an interesting challenge. Like, can you get it done in 14 minutes? Can we get it done? I mean, again, getting the 100 is a good option. I mean, but getting 80... Well, I mean, either way, we're going to do, I think, both of these. We just may pass on a particular job. So let's do this. All right, you need to transfer 20 tons of grain into the silo, but the hopper is broken, so you'll have to work without it. So I assume we need to load into a trailer. So into the grain by the trailer. The question is, do you get... You should be able to get 20 tons because that's what we filled the truck with. Drive the tractor and dump it from the trailer. So we haven't done that part yet. Right, so if I go over, where is the grain? Oh, do I have to I have to literally get myself over there? You're kidding me. Alright, yeah, I have to literally get myself over to this location, which is crazy. Alright, I was a little confused because... So yeah, we're going to want to rotate this at some point here. Yeah, so you can see where the bin is open. Alright, so let's put ourselves on the carousel. We'll rotate around. That will work. We're gonna put our supports down because we need to get this arm out of the way. So we'll get ourselves lined up there. Alright, and then we're gonna go back to alternative. And we'll get ourselves over here. And I think that should get us where we need to be. And I should be able to pick up 20 tons of stuff. Let's move over a little further. Well, maybe I won't be able to, because we might not be able to quite get in as close as we'd like. Whoops. Alright, so now if we, whoops, I need to put the supports down. So that's good. So at this point, I'm full up. We're already almost at the ship, so I think we'll be great. So I may just go ahead, fill this scoop. Yep, looks like we're good. So we'll get ourselves down there. Alright, this is a bit of a pain, but let's see. Alright, so this is gonna make life interesting. So if I alright, so we can't do, so let's see. Now I'm wasting a ton of time trying to play this game. Alright. There we go. Alright. So now we'll go here. I assume we have to do that. And then we are where? So the question is, yeah, am I in the way? I probably want to stay over here. So this is part of where we waste time. Like, there's not a great way to scout this out. But let's see, like, how far away are we? Because I would think if I go, say, I don't know, let's try that, and if I need to move the truck around, I will. Because again, we're gonna lose some stuff here just because. So we're gonna want to go kind of slow. Come on, don't be doing this. Does it swing less if it's lower, is my question. Appears to be the case, so... Man, I might have done a pretty good job of this. Just pretty spooky. Alright. We're gonna be really close. Alright, so now let me flip this back, because again, we don't want to do mechanical stress on the truck, but let's, whoop, ah! Alright, so hopefully that'll work. Alright, so if I go... Now, can I rotate this at all? I can. Alright, so now if I put this down and then... Alright, so I would say it says we have 20 tons. I don't understand what we're damaged with, but okay. I'll be so upset if we're short a little bit. Does that help? Alright, now, where are we going? So I don't think I loaded 20 tons, which is insane. Yeah, so we're not gonna get this then. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know how we didn't, but whatever. So we're short by, I don't know, some ridiculous amount. I mean, there's a possibility. That we can still somehow pull this off, but it's gonna be... Right, because we need to get enough. And again, we don't need that much, so... Because yes, with this lower, How have we not... Alright, it says 25 tons now, so... Where's the grain silo? Alright, I assume it's in front of me somewhere. Like, to me, this seems like we have a bit of a problem. Because we had 25 tons loaded or whatever. But it's not showing me... Yeah, it's like, where is the grain silo? Is it over here? Alright. Choose the optimal spot. Note there's another... Close and conveniently load grain. Note that there's another trailer. So yeah, we're not gonna make it here. I mean, this looks like grain stuff, but alright, so yeah. I'm thinking this is where we need to be. So this, once again, is my point. Like, it's... I'm wasting time trying to figure out what I need to do. Yeah, see, this isn't... Yeah, this isn't it. So I'm totally wasting time because I don't know where to go. So we're not going to get the bonus because of that, which is annoying. Because it shouldn't be that unobvious. Because, yeah, that's getting out of the grain. But it doesn't show me where to dump in the grain. And so it's possible I'm not getting anything because, you know, I haven't, like, dumped things in. But it's not giving me any indicator. Well, yeah, the time is not happening. No. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to drop this grain off. It's like, is this gonna get me where I need to go? Okay, well, clearly grain has got to be here somewhere. Oh, I think it's there. I don't understand why we keep, in theory, getting some damage. that's just a working garage. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's not the bunker, because it's also saying another trailer needs to be moved. So clearly if it's an empty building, so that's where we were on the other side. Yeah, this is annoying and unfortunate. Because, yeah, now I've gone around. Like, I don't understand where I need to go. So that's what's causing me the problem now. I mean, do I need to go to that location? I mean, I know it was a ways away. I mean, I'm just looking for anything that has silos. That building has some stuff. Just, can I get there? Is that on my property? I think I drove by, well, no, maybe I didn't go over there. I don't know. I mean, it looks hopeful. So it's one of those, like, once you do them for a while, like, once you do this once, then you know next time. Right, so this isn't looking good either. Alright, well, we failed that. Alright, in theory, this looks right, but there's no other truck that needs to be moved. So I don't think this is it. And I'd hate to, like, dump the grain, and I'm in the wrong place. Alright. So, I'm doing this the second time because the game's a little annoying in how it lets you know that you can do things. So, the grain silo is that one straight past my stack, so I spent forever running around. And, whoops. Looking for the thing. I was over at that building over there. I had gone around that whole thing. So yeah, not even remotely in the right location. So I think I'll be okay making the time too, because now I understand what I'm doing. Alright. So now we're going to switch to carousel mode. And then we're going to rotate this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Too far. Alright, and now we need to put this down so we can move our arm over. We're also going to raise this up a bit because we can kind of get it to the point where we can get everything we need. But yeah, and now we go back to alternate mode. So the good news is that, you know, I don't know if these cranes really move that efficiently, but I'll say it doesn't take long to transition this from it's on its supports to it's not. But yeah, our bin is there. So the problem is always you're trying to figure out where your placement is or where things are, and it just gets difficult that way. All right. Okay. So now we're going to put the supports down. And we're going to move this over. So the biggest challenge ends up being moving this. Right. Because it starts to spill things out the higher up we are. So I'm thinking I'm okay. Alright. I'm gonna go back because at this point we're probably empty. So okay. So let's bring this up. So yeah, it moves, like we have to get over the building, or the mast, but the closer we get to the top, see, that's the problem. Like it's... Alright, so now we can go down. I don't understand where there's damage happening, but okay. See, but now we can do things where... Whatever. I don't know what it's hitting. I don't know that I care. But we're basically then right there. And then we want to grab this. It's not in drive mode. And then we want to turn and bring the truck down here. And basically try to get ourselves lined up underneath. I think we're there. Not quite. Because yes, if I can just be... Okay. Now if I went too far, unbelievable. Alright. So, let's back it up a bit. Alright, and now we're going to come down here. We're going to rotate a bit. And then we can kind of open this a little bit. And this should get us where we need. Alright, so we're at 22 tons. And now again, where we need to go is up in this direction, where I had turned like toward the silo. And I was getting job damage before because I think I was hauling an overloaded truck, because I had gotten nearly 25 tons in. So now, is it this one? I think it is. Yes. Alright. So I feel much better now. So let me, we're gonna have to get out here, because we're gonna have to activate the, and this is the thing, like, it takes 15 seconds for this stupid thing. Okay, can I put this down? No, that's the dump mechanism. I don't want to do that. Alright, now I'm annoyed. Because, yeah, I think if I put this down, we're not going to be able to, Alright, so I see we have to... Now it'll let us lower the support transport things. Alright, this is it? No. See, that's not it. So how do I have to go to the other side? Yes, okay. Ay. Alright, we should be fine, but... So now we need to get this trailer out of the way, which is just, again, dumb, but whatever. Okay. And then we should be able to hopefully dump that in and be done. But yes, so I may have resolved my control issue, because I'm certainly feeling better now. Let's see. Alright. So if I Now do this. And we raise this up. And we bring this in. So in theory, yes, we just raise the trailer body, and this should now dump in the grain, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be very, very unhappy. All right, 15, 20.
One job down.
All right, so we actually got the benefit there. So get 10,000 in addition. So we'll be able to... Do I want the oh no, I can't do the railway line. See, that's where I was like, oh, I need that. Oh, that gives me the extra order. But that yard will give me some extra storage. Which I don't necessarily need. Ay, ay, ay. This is problematic. I mean, I do, but I don't. Because, yeah, like, we didn't quite get enough. But again, we can do it with making less money because there were definitely jobs that were bigger. Alright, let's just do some more jobs, because there's another job here that does this. 2 brand new containers, you need to unload them, send the damaged ones away for scrapping. Alright, let's do that, then we'll have enough and we can unlock all the stuff, and then we'll go ahead and go with cash to get the truck. And then again, we're going to keep ourselves below the amount, because otherwise we don't have the number of missions. Alright, use the straddle carrier to perform 2 tasks. First, unload the 2 trailer containers. Alright, I assume we can't take them. Alright, move them there. Then we have to go and drive through the gate into the dump and pick up 2 damaged trailers. Oh, I see, they're stacked there. And load them onto the oversized cargo. Alright. I mean, it doesn't sound crazy, so we'll see. But, yeah. We'll get up here. Again, we're familiar with this now. I've done it enough. I know I was making comments earlier like it's harder to remember, but I've had to fight with some of these so much during trying to figure out what was going on with my controllers that I think I've got it, but I'm hopeful, because this is probably the longest things have gone without a problem. So I'm hopeful I've isolated the control problem. And again, this is... So, where are they? Alright, there they are. Really? So we have to go around and back in? Alright, whatever. They just intentionally make it more difficult. Okay, and right through there, there's the truck we're putting things on, and the containers are in that yard somewhere. Now I'm losing it, but anyway, we gotta unload the 2 first. There's like 1 there, but I don't know. It'll tell us. See, we can't come in behind because, you know, some bozo left pallets there. So there's a whole, like, really poorly run yard thing here now, which is annoying because that really shouldn't be what's happening. But yeah. So I know there's folks you know, I've seen some folks that have said, yeah, they're doing this. They've done it on easy, because they don't want to give themselves undue stress. I mean, other than the time things, like, I don't quite understand that. Whoops. And yeah, so changing the controls from R to K had nothing to do with anything. Am I over? No, yeah, I am. Okay. I'm like, am I over the truck? Right, now where is the... Oh, that's right. I gotta go over there. So, is it just... I don't know. It's probably just as fast to keep going this way. Go through and around. So, yeah, we'll see in general, you know, if things change on how I feel about... I mean, it's a fun experience if you're looking to just work through this. You know, it is a fun experience to do. You know, and I might return to it here and there, just to do some things, but it would obviously be a, you know, yeah, I feel like I want to do some tasks, and I mean, a sandbox mode would be great, but what I'm seeing is, yeah, that's just not what is there right now. That's not what they're offering. Now, my hope is, the problem is, again, you're going to have to spend more money, and at this point, you know, this is $40 with getting the premium items. I don't know what they are separately, because that was the pre-buy. I'm assuming we got a little bit of a discount, so I'm thinking, like, it's not... Anyway, let's get this where it needs to be. So, okay, we're there. Are we too? No, we're not far enough. And I will say, again, I mean, the one thing I'll give you, it's very precise with hard mode. Whoops. Alright, so if we go around here... So yeah, and I don't remember, I know the reach stacker is a premium item. I don't remember what the other one is. I think it's the truck. You know, because otherwise I think we'd have these blue ones. Again, in the vehicle menu, we'll see them, so we can, if I remember, we can verify with that. Because, yeah, I think my intent will be to get through today, however long that takes. You know, because if I don't have control problems, it is less annoying. I mean, my biggest problem is I think I could have been done with this by now and not have to have pushed into during the week to get it, which is why it's a bit annoying. Because I'd rather, you know, I mean, I've got real life responsibilities and all that. But I kind of want to get this done as well, because I'm enjoying it. And I could have done that without the stress of, gee, I'm doing things, and, you know, should I be doing things, or should I be, you know, doing what I need in real life? So it's like undue stress because of how they've designed this, or how it just didn't work. So, assuming the control scheme is the issue, and right now it's hard to not assume it wasn't. So I really think it was the wheel, putting in the forward inputs, because that was what I was seeing, And then again, if it's like pushing forward all the time, yeah, I can't go backwards. Because that was the mechanic that I couldn't do. Now, once again, if it was showing me something that would have indicated, you know, hey, you're getting the right thumbstick or whatever, the right button input, like it would have clued me in because I didn't have a joystick plugged in. I'd be like, what's going on? Oh, okay, I get it now. But it didn't give me any of those visual clues. All I got was clicking. So I could tell like something was happening. But I couldn't tell what. Did I slide my thing forward and screw me up? No, I did not. I think I'm okay. Maybe I did. You are kidding me. Alright, well, it was my own dumbness, so we'll put this down here. Now I need to go back. Now I'm going to need to go back and fix my error, because I hit the container and moved it. Whoops, whoops, whoops. So that was my own challenge. Alright. So not bad. But again, good that it gives you that. But yeah, if they could unlock a sandbox mode, but the challenge is, as I said, it seems like we might, you know, they could add that in a DLC, but we're going to have to pay for that. So this is the first time, if that's going to be the case, that I'd be like, you know, part of the base game should be that I can run my yard. I shouldn't need to pay even more for that, and that is what it's, I think, gonna shape up, unless they do it in a free DLC, which I would say they should. If that's what they're gonna do, is that they're gonna add it, that not, you know, maybe just a free update. It doesn't need to be a DLC per se, but alright, so the two, so I see the containers are in two different places. I don't know that I could see that easily on the visual. So the one thing I did learn in the last episode, in between, after I had run it and then basically let the challenge timer run out, and it wasn't even that I let the challenge timer run out that was irritating. The thing that was irritating was that, I'm assuming this is the gate I need to go into. Okay, I'm like, is it gonna open? Alright, I'm gonna go get, oh, okay, I guess I'm not. I'm like, I'm gonna go get B first, but no, I'm not. So I assume there's another gate? God, I hope there's another gate. Is there? I'm not sure there is. Okay, so this is the other mechanic I'm not a huge fan of. It does, like, it lets you go off. And again, maybe with easy they block things, but yeah, you could get yourself kind of stuck. And yes, they give you, you know, restart the task, whatever, but still, the whole thing is a little bit off. So is it seriously not giving, why is it not giving me the lineup thing? So can I just not do it? I have to, because it's damaged, I suppose, is the argument. Whoops. So yeah, I guess the argument is because it's damaged, a damaged container, I have to do it this way. Alright. Well, whatever. Yeah, this would have been very difficult with the control problems I was having, because these last things you really need to do them with forward and reverse. And I would think that would be in most cases. Alright, because I'm gonna have to get onto the truck here, so. Alright, so we're gonna do this, try to get ourselves over there, and again, I think we can put it anywhere on the truck. That's why it's like an oversized whatever, because it's like, yeah, you can do whatever you want type of thing. Alright, well, let me go forward, because I'm sure we only have kind of just enough room. Now, can I get... Yeah, I don't know that there's a gate over here. So I think I, like, basically have to move other containers to get there, which... I don't know. Well, no. Nope, there is not a gate over here. So that's partially how they make it hard. So, alright, it's a bit of a challenge. It gives it a little bit more longevity. So they force a certain amount of gameplay, because it's like, alright, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. You know, I'm not gonna be surprised if this turns into a 2-hour episode, just because, again, I gotta do 4 jobs, and at this point, now again, these are 2 hard jobs. The other, I think the other hard jobs aren't available. Right, so I'm half wondering if I can just shove the other one out of the way. So I'm gonna kind of line myself up, put myself down, and then we're gonna go here, 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 there, here, there. And then we're gonna lift this up. I'm gonna put it right back where that was. You know, and this is much easier as far as now that the controls work. It's less frustrating, so there is some more enjoyment that way than what we had. I don't like that mechanic, that when the first part touches, it basically freezes the whatever it is you're putting down. So since it was 4.5 meter cables on the front, see, so my thing is, can I just shove this one out of the way? So we'll see what it does here. Because it might be like, no, you can't. I'm going to be a little bit more forceful just to really get it out of the way. Alright. I don't want to move it. I just don't. It's bad enough you're making me pick up these containers instead of just pick up the others, but, you know, so you're going to get what you're going to get. Alright. So this will get me close, and again, this to that, that to that, that to that, that to that. Oops, really? I was doing so well. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be, but I rushed, so. So yeah, so it was the container hitting my equipment. Just making sure I'm clear, which we are. My goodness. Yeah, I don't know why they have an achievement of like do full damage. Like to me, I struggle with games that are like, alright, the achievement I'm gonna give you is fail really bad. So I don't like when they do that, but to get the full achievements, yeah, I'd have to fail a mission at 100%. So maybe we'll do that at some point. You know, we'll just run into stuff. So we are here. At this point, we can now upgrade this yard. Because you know we're going to need that for milestone 7. Like, everything's going to need to be done. I know there's achievements for upgrading all the yards, so I don't know if this will get us there, or if there's still more upgrades available next time. Because I think it did say that, like, the J yard was full. Okay, so we can still upgrade that one, so that would be why. And then the other stuff is a big one. So I don't know that I need this yet, but we have it. We'll go do it. Alright, so at this point, there's nothing else we can do. Because, yeah, that's maximum. Alright, that we can still go to. Alright, I'm just trying to see what else. I think that's it. And then, yeah, we can't do that till next time. I think it's just that yard. Or is yard A? Okay, yard A can also be done. Alright, so I need something to get the truck. Now the question is, carriers are tied up, but we need to transfer 2 more containers from the yard to the ship. You'll have to use the reach stacker. So basically, we're going to need to take it, put it on a truck, transport it, and, you know, so, yeah, let's just do it. Even if it's the last hard job we have. Alright, use the reach stacker and the terminal tractor to move the containers from the yard to the berth. Okay, so, and that's the thing, like, we're going to have to move that 40-foot container, so we've got that, and then it just needs to go on the ship there. Okay. Now, the benefit is we should be able to, easily get, well, you know what, this is tight. So I think we're just gonna drag it. Well, yeah, it's a little interesting, because, yeah, the way it's stacked, you have to get in between. So there is all of that going on. Alright. So, I'm gonna move this, put this down. We need to get it on a truck somewhere. I think it's just out there. So, we'll just turn. So yeah, maybe once we're done, we're good. Yep. Not the way I meant to go, but it's fine. But we should be able to put both on here, is kind of what I was gonna say. I'm just not sure if it's gonna give me... Yeah, in theory, I guess it is gonna give me a position here. Alright. So I can go in here and we can just reposition. Kind of an odd, I don't know, we'll see. Because I'm almost gonna have things in the way. But yeah, you know, there's a bit of puzzleness to this. So I will say there is that. But at this point, I mean, the argument would likely be, like, you know enough now to be good at this. So it should be okay, right? Okay. So I just need to get high enough that I can maneuver. Well, honestly, the easiest thing is gonna be... It's gonna be sloppy, but I don't care. The easiest thing, get this up to tier height 3. And, we're just gonna put it up here. And again, maybe they do stuff like this. I don't know. I would hope they're not that sloppy, but sometimes you do what you need to do. It's like, I need to get this, and I'll figure it out later. You know, because again, I can't put it down, like either place I put it, like it would be in the way here, it would be in the way the other way. Like there's just a lot of problems with where I was at. Alright, let's see if this gets me close enough. It should. As I'm guessing as we get lower... So you're doing a bit of slammage. But I mean, if I had it there, I could barely move. Whoops. Just a mess. I think we're clear. Alright, cool. This is probably the hardest part. Getting it on the ship now shouldn't be too bad. Alright, well, it says tier height chassis. I think it called it a chassis in the, you know, other part. Seriously? Alright. I'm like, I don't understand. Alright, and now we'll go to him in the truck. I don't understand why they're not just sitting in drive mode, but whatever. It is what it is. It's the mechanic they have. So now we just need to take this. Now, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Like, the ship is where? But yeah, we can see the big cranes, so that helps. And now we have some helps with the arrows, so that's nice of it. Are you serious? I should be able to go through here. Like, I really am not looking for slaloms again. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Alright, so we'll kind of get ourselves lined up here. Alright, and now we'll go to Kate in the crane. Now, they're in two separate places, I think. I hope. I don't know, let me pick up A first. Because I'll just be annoyed otherwise. See, but this was the thing, like, before when I was doing this, like, this was awful. Because, yeah, if it puts, like, A on the bottom and then B on top of it, that would be a pain. Now, again, are we... Yeah, okay, we're over. Because, again, there's some challenges, because, yeah, this is, like, way down there. Holy moly. Alright, well, this is going to be the one of the more precise... Yeah, this would have been a real challenge with the, with how things were. Alright, so now we're just going way down. Are we good? Alright. I'm like, until I see one moved, I am not taking this thing out, because I may never get it back in. Obviously you can, but I bet it's going right in that deep hole as well. But that's you know, this is the satisfying part of the game. You really feel like, alright, I get a little bit of this. I mean, I'm sure it's still nowhere near as difficult as really operating one of these. The thing I'm not paying attention to is, like, whatever her feet would do. Like, are they operating? It said I was over. Alright, obviously not quite. Alright. So again, pick this up. Yep. No, it might literally be on top. So it might go in the same place. I think it is, so... Thank goodness I picked up A first. Oh no, it's not. It's just showing me where it was. So it is going in the other hole. I mean, I do feel... now that I'm not fighting the control problems, that I could do the time challenges significantly better than I did before. I think it's green, yeah. Because that, I think, tells me, hey, you're lined up. Again, little bit of more aid than some people might be like. It shouldn't give you that. Like, the best you should get is this. Because, yeah, when it's showing me that, I can tell I'm not in the right location. Now, is this it? Is that it? Really? It just didn't seem far enough.
This was easy.
Great job, thank you.
But yeah, it probably took us 15, no more than 20 minutes, so... Right, so now we can go get the vehicle. That'll get us the last truck. So at this point, other than these, which, yeah, so we do have... Okay, so we actually have 3 more vehicles we can get. And again, this is 84. This one, it doesn't even tell you how much you can sell for. I'm thinking those are more. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure we need plenty of jobs. All right. So we're going to do this because it's 23,000. I think that's one of the bigger, yeah, 23. I mean, we can do 26. Well, we just do that and get the most we can. And 2 trailers were left in the yard. The containers must be loaded. All right, let's try it. So yeah, if I remember, this will just be the hard job episode, because I think every one of the jobs I did were the hard jobs. Alright, use the terminal tractor to move 2 trailers loaded with containers. Container A is right next to you. To move trailer B, you'll need to repair the gate. To do this, enter through the narrow passageway, fix the box. Alright, so it's kind of like the transformer thing. And we'll get in there. So there's the gate on the other end. Okay, take the trailers to yard J. First you'll remove the blocking containers. Alright, so there's some work. Alright. So, and J is, you know, over there. So this one should be easy enough, and then, because if I find the other yard, it won't be that challenging. And this one, I think, B is then behind me. Yeah, it's off to the side. Alright, so we want the cables. Just gonna pick this up, and it's kind of showing us where we need to go, so that's good. So we will take this where it's sending us. So yard J is over there, and what I may do is get things out of the way to begin with. And just get those containers. So let me do this. Alright. So I'm gonna pick this up. Gonna rotate it. Alright. Can we just pick it up? No, we cannot. Alright. I don't need to. I'm fine with just get some ropes and go. Do the rope-a-dope. Alright, I'm just gonna put this over here. This is where, again, for some of these, if I can go faster. This is problematic. I will tell you that. This is a lot. Alright, so we're gonna try to do this here. Again, we're gonna rotate this. Alright, and we're gonna get this to this, this to this, this to this, this to this. Alright. Can I get this any higher? Oh boy. Alright. Cool. Alright. Because I'm like, yeah, we don't need any other containers falling down. That would be bad. Alright, and again, we just need it out of the way. We don't need it in a great position, all of that. Alright. So for now, we'll go back here. And alright, this one needs to go there. So what I'm gonna do is put these trucks like kind of way over here, and then we can just pick them up and you know. Alright, put this down, disconnect, drop it, and go and get the other one. So let's go get B. So yeah, we're gonna want to go this way. So 14 minutes, we're not quite halfway yet. Now where's the gate? I think it's this one. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna hop out. Okay. Let's get through here. Do the scanner. Do I not have to do this? Do I just activate it? Alright. Okay, so the chip is this one. We want to rotate it. Alright. Then we want yes, it's this one. And then we want to rotate it. And then it's, yes, this one, and we want to rotate it there. Okay, so that should be open. Alright, why is it? It's like backwards. So now the shift key, so something got a little botched up there, but not a fan, but okay. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? But I see, it's part. See, I thought we had to come in the other way, so I'm glad I didn't back in, because it's not what I thought it was. Whoops. So again, be quick, but don't hurry. Old John Wooden, right? Alright. So, we're gonna go up. And then we are absolutely gonna... Whoop. Yeah. Okay. And I'm sure we just are slower, or we can't brake as well. Not sure. I know. think we're gonna go this way and then around. So, a little past halfway. I mean, this is honestly better than I expected. I'm gonna have to put this a little further along here. And again, I don't need to, I mean, I can just leave this, so I don't need to, like, disconnect, so I don't need to waste time for that. We're gonna back this up. And then again, we'll do B, since it's here. I'm probably making this harder, having the reach out, but let me change that. Alright, so we'll try to get this lined up. Alright, that was the biggest thing, because I'm like, if I can't... Come on. What is happening? Because, yeah, it's like we're kind of going to need to reach here. Come on. Alright, so now we're gonna pull this back, because this will allow us to maneuver quickly. Alright, I got almost 4 minutes. Like, I did that in 2. So it should be doable if I, again, be quick, but don't hurry. Constant thing whenever you're timed is the old John Wooden thing there. Alright. Alright, so we want to go there. Come on, now this is... I was like, don't... I'm like, don't be doing this to me. Alright, it says it's height 2, so we should be okay. I got 2.5 minutes. So it took me 1:15 to get there. Alright, so we're going to extend this, then we're going to rotate this, we're going to put this over there. Come on, what is... Alright. I'm like, is it not there, really?
Finished this one.
Alright, so that was challenging to get down in 14, but we did it with a little over 2 minutes to spare. Alright, so now we can go in the milestones. We can claim that. We just don't want to get to 1850. So we've got this. We can get now, because we have the trucks, we can fill that. We can then clear. Well, see, I need to basically bring this down. Let's see. If we clear that, all right, we don't want to fully clear it, but at this point, like, if I go here, and I get what's happening, it's just, all right, so we've got all that. Right, so we're gonna wanna do more with this. Let's see, if I fill with that, that's the full amount, and then I need to, again, get to 1840. We're good there, and then I don't understand. I don't understand how we're only getting to 1670. Like, because all of this is moved. All of that. Yeah, it's the trucking line. I think the issue was I had so many in the trucking line. But this will work, because I don't think I'm going to make enough. So let's do this. You know, we made some profit, so we're good there. And so now, the biggest thing is figuring out, because right now I don't think, yeah, there's nothing else I can buy. So the biggest thing here is I want to get the most orders I can off of the ship. So I want this, and then the 550 or a bigger one. It's less about the money than anything right now, because at this point, then the crane processes it. So I'm already at 1150. Like, everything's through, but here I have what, 16. Okay, so I need, right, and then I want the railway line to give me as much as possible. So again, we're gonna go, I basically want 600, so this would be 4. So if I do 350, yeah, I think it'd be better to do that, and then I need what? 250, so I need the least amount, so there we go. And that's a big, nice payout anyway. So that's got me at 1670. And at this point, again, we're there, right? Because these are fully processed, and this will move everything with just trucks. So I don't need any there, and I need less than 200. So if I clear this, and then I go over here, and let's see. Because I basically, to get to that, like I need that. So that gives me 1950. So that's the most I can do right there. And then yeah, so we can fill this. And then in the trucking line, I think we're good. So 400? No, I barely need any. So, because otherwise I can't process it. Yeah, because until the yards get... Now I'm confused. Because yeah, in the yards, I can only do 1950. So there's no point in doing anything more than that. So I can do 1950, and I'm at 1760. I think we just need... Yeah, 200, right? Yeah. So I get that's a little lower than we'd like, but... What I don't understand then is... Alright, so we can do that. Alright, so we're full. Okay. So I need to pull this down. And then we can move these. Here we go. So we're full and full. So that's the most we can do. But then at least we know we've hit the goal, we're maxed out, and it's just, you know, like I could end the day, but I'm going to need more money next time. So for now, you know, we've done the day in one episode, as we said. You've liked, hope you've liked this, and please like and subscribe. I will see you next time.